Now, this is one that basically is the north-south. Okay, Kami means K-A-M-I means upper part of something. Okay, Shiho, four corners. Gatame means to hold, or lock in place. All right, so I'm going to show a real basic way. I'm going to have Derek show some ways because this is really a nice one because you can work into some bent arm locks, some straight arm locks, some chokes, lapel chokes, all kinds of cool things you can do from here. This is one of the most versatile hold downs in any form of grappling. Now we're doing with a gi. If you had no gi, you'd be hooking arms and heads and things like this. We're doing gi version here. But the basic way is I'm up and down on him. And what I want to do, I want to mobilize the head and shoulders primarily at this point. And then my hands are going to, with my legs and hips, then my hands are going to be immobilizing his hips. Okay? So it's from this position here, all right? And I just underhook here. Do not do it over. Okay, that's a common mistake for people. It gives them too much room to get out. Okay, I want to hook under the arms, scoop under them, and control the hips. All right, that's the basic way. Now notice my knees are wide, my hips are low, like this. Now I like to come off the side a bit. Okay, and I like to hold them off the side because it gives me more options of things I can do. Okay, and some people, like my friend John Saylor, he pinned a lot of guys with this. With basically, he was pressing so hard down on the chest, he would lay. I'm not don't do as well as he does, but he would lay like this, and he would, and flatten out on the guy, put a lot of pressure on people, and he was so strong he could hold them. Sometimes they'd tap out, but it's a very good versatile hold. Okay, now holding here like this, the reason I like to come to the side is because you can flatten out or sit through. Okay, so here I am like this. I'll come to this side so you can see it here. So here I'm like this, okay? And I can flatten out from this position with my feet wide, digging into the mat, and how I dig in. You see my hips are on the mat. So hips to the mat, very important. Now I can come up here like this and ride. That's okay. But if it works, do it. Okay? But from this position. Now, from here, I can sit through to the rear, riding like this way. Now, if I had head and arm in no gi, I'd be hooking appendages. Remember, everything is a handle. So I've got some a belt to work with and gi to work with. I'm going to use it. Okay? So the basic hold down is this: knees wide, Shiho Gatame. Okay, and that's the basic. And I can flatten out, sit through any variation I want to do. Okay, I can sit through the other way. From here, I can sit through this way and ride in this way as well. That's fine. I've got them, as long as I hold them here. That's all I want to do. Shift back, come back. Now I'm going to have Derek show some variations. He's got a nice bent arm lock from the top. You can also spin over to a ju-jitsu. Show him that as well. All right.
Okay. So again, we're going to come through here and we're going to work a bent arm lock first. Okay. You can still hit it from here. You've got the traditional like vertical pin. If you're going to do it from this position, you need to pin his ears back.
Make it very uncomfortable. He's squeezing his knees into Steve's head, and he's just pinning him. That is, and you can make a guy smother. You can tap out from not getting any breath. So there you go. So okay, I'm sorry.
But the main reason, besides making it really uncomfortable for him, is he can't go anywhere without his head. So if he starts bridging around, and I've got a good control of his head, he's not going anywhere without his head. So that gives me some extra time while I'm pinning that and to actually start working on the arm.
Now, this is a real cool thing because what he does, this is like inch by inch, bit by bit, you take more and more control, exert more and more control. Again, Osai Komi is a classic example. When you gain control, you want to continually improve your position until you get the victory. You don't have to give up control to get a submission. Some people think you have to. This is a clear example. You don't ever have to give up control. Sometimes you do, but a good grappler won't. Okay, so he's going to continually exert more control. Now watch what he does. Slowly but surely, he takes steps to get there. It's very methodical. So watch him.
Okay, so we start out here. Bring your knees in. Pin his ears back. Okay. Next step is I'm going to keep this hand still locking his arm down, but I'm going to bring this one over and hug. Okay? Now, if you need to, at this point, once you get the hug, you can shift your hips so that you're at more of an angle if you're more comfortable pinning that way. Okay. I've gotten to the point where I just stay right here pinning his head, but it doesn't really matter. Okay. Once I'm hugging this, I've got control of that arm again. Bring your hand through, push it down onto to where you can grab your other wrist, and then just twist. Okay. So the hug part is important. You have to keep control of this area of his arm as you shift over, okay? Hug, okay? If he starts waving his arm around, just wait. He's not going anywhere, okay? Eventually, he's gonna get tired of waving his arm around, and you can use your head to pin it enough to get your hand on his wrist. Bring your elbow down and in.
Classic upper version of Udigarami, bent arm lock.
Now, if he does get his arm pointed down, some people know it's coming, so they bring this arm down there like that, and they might actually be trying to grab their own belt or push my face out of the way, okay? That makes it almost worse, because now I can grab this, shove this over, and when I get my hands up here, okay, you pin his elbow into your chest, okay? You keep his ears pinned back, and no matter what he's grabbing, you know, he can be grabbing up there, okay? You just sit up straight, and then you crank it back down, okay?
So this is why Osai Kome, knowing them and knowing the understanding that they often lead to a submission, okay? And that's the point. We want to make them submit. Do the one with the spinning to the juji from the top, and then we'll let practice.
Okay, so again, from here, I've got a good control of him, but instead of coming over here and hugging, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start shifting. Okay? So I've got control of this side, and I pull up a little bit, jam my knee in there.
You might need to come around the side.
I will.
Okay? So now I've started to get him propped over this way. Okay? Next step is, foot comes up and controls the head. Okay, so we were here, okay, put that up, okay, shuck the arm over, pop that knee up.
You see this, he had to pop the knee up and he rolled back. He didn't stay on his knee. That's the key thing. Right back into juji.
If I keep that knee back, guys,
See how he's on his knee?
He
That's
can roll on you.
not effective.
No,
it's not gonna
because he can roll.
work, right? He's just gonna go right back over there.
Right.
Okay?
So notice what he did. He has a plan. Osai Kome gives you time to map your plan. Okay, and his plan is, I'm gonna hold him here, like they said, park him there till he quits, okay? I'm gonna make him quit. So at this point now, slowly by slowly, he's adjusting, shifting his position, where he's starting set up for that juji. See, those things, he's still being held, isn't he? He's still, Osai Kome still in effect. And then we got a point. So you don't want the referee, if you're a judo guy or sambo guy or freestyle judo rules, you don't want the referee to say, pin broken, toke it, or below his whistle or whatever. You want to exert control totally from the submission, from the Osai Kome to the submission technique. It's seamless. That's the idea of good Osai Kome waza, okay? And that's why we say you don't want to give up position to get the submission. You continually improve your position. It's, you know, it's a corny phrase, I know, but you know, it's accurate.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody see that? Okay, so let's work on the basic upper four corner hold, Shiho Gatame, and then work it into either one you like, or both, the bent arm lock or the juji. Okay, let's work that. There are chokes from there too, but